playoff picture, we're probably the 3rd seed. So we are the 5th seed. Huh? Well, I guess we're the 5th seed. If we could somehow find a way to beat Houston, that'd be nice. I didn't make any adjustments. Stay. Right, let's see here. Jamar Chase still leads in receptions, touchdowns, and reception yards. Cortland Sutton's in 2nd by only 4 yards. Okay, let's play the game. Last week, we were the 1-point underdog, but they won that game. They have a nice left end, so he could run us over this game. Right now, we're really shaping out to have a bad season. Deshaun is way better than Mac Jones. Brandon Cook, not as good, actually. Brandon Cook, not as good as Jamar Chase. We could see Jamar Chase have more wide receiver performance. Honestly, overall, our team is better. But I don't know how it's going to look at the end. At the end, it might just look like a disaster. So, what do you guys think? I think we're going to end up as total disasters this game. It's uncompetitive, all Madden. Okay, we're at home again. Maybe because it's not raining, we will do better. I don't think we've ever lost here at Mile High, but we probably will.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Eagles might even do better than us this season.
5-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
I had big trust in this team, but now I'm kind of feeling like
3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Jones.
Oh, yes! Well, no.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Oh, yeah, that's holding or pass interference.
We do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yep.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got a man.
Jamar Chase!
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, Jamar Chase!
Jamar Chase. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is
Titans beating the Patriots there.
7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Right now we'd be playing the 4th overall team. Down there, it's a rematch of Super Bowl 54. This will be Super Bowl 56 once we get to it, or Super Bowl 57.
Throwing to start the drive.
That if we make it, we are a 5-point underdog if we make it.
2 and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the...
Let's go!
And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point.
We would have got that extra point earlier in the game. We could have had an overtime.
14-0 first quarter lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
We gotta win this game. We gotta win this game.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
We
trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having 2 football.
Oh, no first down.
I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
There are the numbers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi.
Larry Ogunjobi. Larry Ogunjobi.
On second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold it. Seem to be okay. They're just not executing. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Back to throw. Jones.
Boom! We just threw the dart of the game.
Going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want...
And he is in.
Touchdown! Let's go!
Javonte Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
This is what could have won us the game last time. Yes, we made it.
This is good. And it's now 21-0. A drive that time with 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Stripped! Stripped! We just stripped him!
I think they have to make some decisions here. That's his second fumble here in the first quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to something
Boom! Let's go!
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete.
How?
Fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Sack, touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it is 28-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
What's the man? It's probably his fault. They're going to
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
What? What, Dad?
When you're struggling on offense,
Oh, I thought you said something.
Possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, he breaks a tackle and he's got an alley. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
We just give up big plays like that.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Hopefully Houston doesn't play like the Chargers.
Scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back.
He's second receiving yards now.
Rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
We hit thousands of rushing yards.
Number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game.
And this is caught.
Touchdown, Jamar Chase! That's
With touchdown number 23 here on the year.
touchdown number 23 for him.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a route is on.
35-7.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go, boys. We have to have.
Not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. In the second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Hey.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Watson's throw taken in here by Fuller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half,
Okay, let's go.
it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Again, it's Watson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Okay.
Jones throwing on first down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Let's go.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is caught. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic well over. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the route is on here in this first half. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays, and it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Or 5 fumbles for a flipping quarterback?
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jones throw taken in here by Chase. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. This one swung out to Williams. And the Broncos are going to have first.
But he was out of bounds.
Try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Gets hit and the ball is free. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. 77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Third and 2, Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it in.
Let's go! Let's go!
Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos add on. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will extend this big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchdown.
So it should be, this should be done in like 40 minutes. Or like it should be a 40-minute long video.
They went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now...
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On first down, it's Watson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
We aren't looking so good here, boys.
They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
7 yards the pick up there. 3 yards remain for second down. Here's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamar Chase with
Boys,
touchdown, number 20.
let's go, boys. Let's go.
Back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now McManus to tack on the extra point.
Let's go.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble.
Long video. Nice win, though.
And here comes the Texans.
It's a long video, but we're going to get a nice win here.
Had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st and 10, Watson, Cooks on the quick slant. And
let's go.
This one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We're up by 39.
Watson. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, Watson. This to the outside for Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson And that's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing on third down, Watson. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he loses the football a second time. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, that nearly the first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Watson, and this is caught by Watkins.
Oh!
Going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Watson on third down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos about set to go on offense. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that. A leap, and he will make the catch. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
A huge play there for Denver. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again.
Let's go to David Bradshaw play to close the game, baby.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out the right flat. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Denver, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New.
So almost exactly 40 minutes. Okay, I'll send you off and see you guys later.